Hi there, folks, and welcome to this episode of Michael's Backyard Marina. I got one more little car project I got to do before I can work on some boat stuff. We're getting ready to take a little road trip, and we're going to take our dogs with us, right? We've got 5 standard poodles, and they're great dogs, but they take up the whole car. We've got this Lexus RX 330 from 1922. Okay, it's an 06, and it's 15 years old, but it's a good old car so far. Have you seen a few videos I've done on it? Well, I was trying to figure out how to road trip with 5 dogs and still have a little gear with us, right? We don't take much with us, just some clothes and some dog food, and maybe a couple of guns and some golf clubs, you know, just for a good weekend getaway with some fun. Anywho, I found this little car topper thing. It's actually designed for a Mini Cooper. I'm gonna see if I can fit it onto the top of my RX 330. So we're gonna do that today. Let's jump in and let's see what all I got to deal with here. Now, like I said, we picked this thing up for like $100 maybe. It's a crazy good deal. I mean, I thought so anyway. That's locked, that's unlocked. Came with the key. Nice and lockable. When it's fastened down, it works smoother and slicker than when it's not. There we go. The cool part is it does have some of these little hinges that, will they, won't they? I don't know. That's the first time I've really looked at it with any kind of seriousness, right? Well, what it's got, the Mini Cooper has, like, I'm guessing a little T-slot or something in the top of their rails that I don't have on this car. And these are actually pretty nice the way they did them, because you can easily, man, that's a long-winded sucker. This sits down, goes into the T-slot, right? And you just tighten it down, which is actually pretty nice. And they're kind of adjustable. But I don't have that same T-slot, right? So my game plan here is to do a little something here. When I set this on the rail, that will allow it to clamp. And I'm guessing this is metric. Why wouldn't it be? Everything is today. But there's a lot of thread here. But this is designed to sit on top of this joker here, right? And it's got a rubber gasket, you know, to help keep your stuff dry. So we're going to play around a little bit and see what I got to do. That hangs down a decent little bit there. All right, I've got this thing set up on the car where I wanted it. I've got the rails positioned where I wanted it. There again, it's not going to do me any good to give you any particular measurements on anything. I'm just going to show you what I'm doing. But I got it set up in place, and now what's currently on the car, I'll show you. The original car top carrier has these that go into a T-slot. I'm guessing on the Mini Cooper and other styles of car that this mini car top carrier would fit on. Well, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a piece of steel. This is just some 1/8" steel. I'm just going to place this. They need to be, I've got to figure it out where this needs to be 4 inches from the end. Like that. And then 27 inches center to center. And that'll give me a place for it to hook underneath the rail here and here. And I can use both wing nuts and just pull everything up together. It's trapped, it can't go anywhere. So that's going to be my modification. Now we need to knock the rust off so we can do some welding. I think those welds there hold just fine. What do you think? Let's try it out on the car, see if I got it right. Well, as my on-the-fly engineering would have it, welding these on here and then trying to slip that underneath the bar, there's not enough room to do that. It just won't work. Not with this size of bar. But this is what I have, so this is what I'm using. So I cut it in half here. Not in half, I cut it in two. And I'm going to lay another piece on top. I'm going to weld it here, here, and here. Then I'm going to put 2 bolts through here to make it back to 1 again, so that way I can assemble it on the car. Because keep in mind, this thing's going to be on the car for a trip, and then it's going to come right back off. And then it's going to spend 364 days leaning up in a shop somewhere, or leaning up in the lean-to, or in the front of the garage, or up in the rafters. Who knows? Let's weld it together. Got to have a ground. Now you can see the method to my madness. So I welded those bolts on, so now all I have to do is just pop these nuts off. They're just some 1/4-20s. I got the bolt. It's permanently attached to the plate. So now I can slide this underneath where it needs to go. Bolt it together, it's back to 1 piece. Now we'll test fit it, and then I'll do it all over again. I need 1 for each side. Pretty simple, right? Simple yet effective. Well, there it is, folks, all mounted up. It's got a little wiggle to it, but that's all in the roof rack bars. It's not sliding anywhere. The bolt being in front of the bar will prevent, if it ever gets loose, to prevent it from coming all the way back. So I think I got something that'll work. I think the only thing left now is to test drive the darn thing and see if how much noise it's going to make. Now this is perfectly empty. Obviously when we put about, I don't know, 40, 50, 60, 100 pounds of weight in it, it's going to lock it down a little tighter. But anyway, a little quick fix for the Saturday morning. Now I'm going to pull this out of the way, get busy on my boat, because I owe you guys a boat video Sunday morning. This is Michael, and I'm out.